Today I'm critiquing the temporary home of the person who purchased the one. And then I'm gonna give it an Arvin score at the end of the video. So if you ever decide to buy or build a property like this, you won't make the same mistakes. I'm Arvin Haddad. I'm the How to Buy Mansion guy. Let's watch this video together.
Today, we're perched up in the prestigious Beverly Hills, California.
We are not. It's in Beverly Hills post office. You're not going to get the fire department, the police department, the schools, none of that. And you got to pay the mansion tax once you sell it.
And we're about to tour one of the most serene architectural masterpieces that we've ever featured on this channel. This stunning estate is called Serenity, and it's built by none other than Ramtin Ray Nosrati, a visionary developer known for creating some of the most iconic homes in Los Angeles. His homes often go far beyond what is thought to be possible.
Did you guys hear what he just said? He said most people think what he builds is impossible to build. Do you know why? Because Chairman Mao Nosrati strictly builds hillside properties. Like he's got beef with gravity. If you take him to flat land, he would get land legs, like, you know, stumbling sailors coming to land for the first time, because he spent his entire career at a 45-degree angle.
With nearly 20,000 square feet of interior space, this blends warm modern design with resort-level amenities, a private wellness center, rooftop lounge, indoor theater, a suspended Air Jordan themed basketball court with some of the best views you'll ever see in this zip code. I'm very excited for today's tour, so let's not waste any time. Welcome to Serenity.
That's the house next door. I have a two-part series on it. If you haven't seen it, subscribe to the channel so you can check it out.
All right, so let's start with the entrance. I mean, come on. I've never seen anything like this. You walk across a suspended bridge.
Slow down, Turbo. Let's talk about lot utilization, how the house sits on the lot, and the curb appeal and the architectural style. Let me show you guys. Okay, here's the street view. First and foremost, lot utilization. The house sits right on the street. There's no private driveway. There's no frontage. Now, architecturally speaking, it's definitely the best looking home he's ever built. It's much better than most of his other works, but at the end of the day, architecturally speaking, it's a white box clad with different material and less fake plants. Now, I'm going to pause the frame right here and ask you guys to spot the flaw, because it's a muscle you have to exercise if you want to get good at it. 3, 2, 1. His boyfriend is not natty. No, I'm kidding. Not enough parking space, because here's a willing buyer capable who's purchased the property, and 3 of the cars are parked outside. You only get 4 parking for a property of this magnitude, and as apparently, data point, always write it down. If you're into this game, you got to be data oriented. Not enough parking.
Whether it's day or night, arriving here feels like stepping into a private resort. Material-wise, this home blends travertine, wood, and limestone, giving it that warm, organic, modern feel. Inside, you're greeted with double-heighted ceilings and perfectly framed views of downtown Los Angeles.
This is not a perfectly framed downtown LA view. It's a side boob view of downtown, or a nip slip view of downtown Los Angeles. You see the tip, but you don't see the whole areola. Now, the crazy part is that this is the temporary home of Richard Sargion's home till the one gets ready, because that property never came with certificate of occupancy, and it's been 4 years since he's bought it. He's spent a fortune, you know, managing contractors, landscapers, city official, lenders, insurers, and he still has another 2 years probably to finish the property. Now, imagine that complexity at this house, add a couple more vacation homes, a yacht, and probably a private jet. And he seems to be a really nice guy. He's probably bought a bunch of homes for his family and friends. Staffing, insures, all of that stuff. Now, traditionally, he would have started his own family office, but that's super, super inefficient. Because you're, first of all, reinventing the wheel the first time. You don't know how you only become a billionaire once, right? It's not your second time becoming a billionaire. So you're managing all this stuff, and you're not learning from other people's mistake. Now, Trove does that across 150 different families, and he can help people like him. If he was our guinea pig, well, he kind of... Okay, you get the point, okay? Link is in the description. Fill it out. I can give you guys a warm intro, tell you guys what Trove is about, and connect you with the team. Let's continue watching.
The sculptural staircase has this incredible wood slat design, and even the ceilings are finished in travertine with wood inlays. Nothing here is basic. Wide plank white oak floors, high-end finishes everywhere you look. The living room is centered around a sleek stone fireplace. Just off this space, there's a guest bedroom with an ensuite. Every single bedroom in this home has an ensuite.
You want a cookie? 32 million, man. We better have a freaking ensuite.
Next, we pass one of the nicest powder rooms I've ever seen. This leads to the office with custom millwork, bookshelves, and large windows overlooking the entry.
Is that a Mexican tiger? Let's talk about this area. I love this floor. Very simple again. You come in, you make your right, it's your formal living space. You don't have a bar, but you have a little library. And then you get a bedroom to the left, and you get a powder room and an office to this side. Office doesn't have access to the outside, but we'll forgive him for that. Now, on the other side, it even gets better. Pay attention.
Back near the entrance is the formal dining room. Floor-to-ceiling glass, custom table and chairs. And across from that, the staircase down to the lower level. Now, check out this kitchen. One of the best I've ever seen. Natural edge stone countertops, fully custom everything, and a prep kitchen in the back with a walk-in freezer, straight out of a professional restaurant. There's also a cozy breakfast nook with mountain views framed in its windows.
Okay, before we go outside, let me cover this side of the ground level. It's amazing. You see, it's very grand, but it feels like a home. It has a breakfast nook with a better location than the other house. The family room is large. The TV is right there. The kitchen is right there. Everything happens at the same place. You got the indoor-outdoor connectivity. You have a chef's kitchen, which I don't think opens up to the garage. It should have. Overall, love this floor. I think it's even better than the ground level of the last property I reviewed.
We've got a full bar with multi-screen TVs, beautiful landscaping, and tons of lounge space. The pool is custom built out of limestone with multiple infinity edges, fire features, and a jacuzzi, all overlooking the city of Los Angeles and Beverly Hills. Just imagine sitting out here as LA lights up at night. It's honestly one of the most stunning backyards that I've ever seen.
It's not really a backyard, it's a glorified terrace, but it's way better than the other house. Why? Because it's not a fountain swimming pool, it's an actual swimming pool, and it's not an upside down home, right? A lot of hillside properties, your backyard is not level with your ground floor. This one is. Now, you don't have that much space, you can't really, throw the ball over here, but you get a lot of things. In fact, this property is about 3,000 to 5,000 square foot smaller than the property next door, the one that I reviewed, right? But it's more efficient and it's better in almost every sense. That's why I argued that property maximum I would pay for is 28. As to this one is better, smaller, I don't care. It sold for 32. I consider this significantly better than the one next door.
So now we're gonna head upstairs to check out the primary suite. Down this wing, we have two spacious guest bedrooms, both with large windows, ensuite bathrooms, and soft organic finishes. One opens up to a shared terrace with city views. There's a third bedroom tucked away in the back. Also on this level is a massive terrace with an outdoor fireplace. Now we're in the primary suite, and it's incredible. Inside, there's a built-in wet bar, a travertine fireplace, and a hidden door leading into the primary bathroom.
Why? Why a hidden door? You're scared someone's gonna steal your fecal matter? Is you're pooping gold bars? What? I don't get it. Let's talk about this floor, okay? You got one bedroom less than the other house. You also really don't have a landing area. You do have an area for sitting down in the primary suite, but beside that, I take this primary bedroom over the other primary bedroom all day, because even though you don't get to see the tip of the nipple, you get to see a little areola, right, from a sleeping position, and it's just way easier of a house to deal with, right? The other one on the second floor, it was kind of a maze. Like, you had to go through this bridge, through that bridge to get to the other part. This is, again, compact on a large scale we're talking about, but it's just more livable, right? Way more efficient than the other property.
Dual sinks, a huge walk-in shower, and a soaking tub carved from a single block of stone. The closet, well, it's next level. Double islands, makeup vanity, ambient lighting. Honestly, it's bigger than most New York City apartments. And up on the rooftop, the vibes continue. 270-degree views, an elevated fire pit, full bar, and televisions.
Just like the other one, it doesn't have a powder room, but it does have a jacuzzi. But what I like about this rooftop deck, you got a solid space all together. You don't have to zigzag through skylights to get from one side to the other side. You see, again, it's smaller, but more efficient.
And now we're on the lower level, arguably the most impressive part of this entire estate. It's a full entertainment and wellness floor. You've got a massive lounge with a travertine fireplace, A multi-screen setup for watching multiple games, plus a billiards area, all overlooking amazing views through these large windows. The bar is stunning. I love the color of the stone that they used, and it comes with a jagged edge, like in the main kitchen upstairs. Perfect for entertaining. A bartender could set up shop here for any party. There's a cozy reading nook with custom shelving.
Now he's about to show us a movie theater that is much larger and nicer than the other house, and a guest bedroom on the left of this little corner nook library situation.
A Zen garden under the stairs with lighting and plants. And one of the best home theaters that I've ever seen inside a home, fully soundproofed with rich green tones and organic woods. There's even a guest suite down on this wing. Behind the bar, hidden away, is a full wellness center, soft rubber gym flooring, a glass enclosed waterfall wall, salon setup, a steam shower, dry sauna, and doors that open up to the outside for an indoor-outdoor fitness experience.
Wasn't this basement significantly better than the other property? And it was smaller, wasn't it? Do you know why? I give you guys 3 seconds. I always pause the frame and ask you guys so you can get better at spotting flaws, because that's how you get better. 3, 2, 1. It had to do with the entrance into the basement level. In fact, there are 2 different staircases to 2 different basements that are not even connected with each other. You're going to see the second basement in a few minutes. But because the entrance to this basement was center, he was able to divide the spaces significantly better with way better flow. Every location had a purpose. You had a bar that opened up to the TV lounge. In the corner, you had a little library moment. As you got closer to the view, you had a pool table. And then you had a movie theater behind the TV and a guest bedroom that has access to the outside. And then on the other side, behind the bar, there was a secret door that takes you into that spa. Significantly better, and you still haven't seen the second basement.
Before we head down to the basketball court, we're going to go back inside to another lower level section of this home. Remember the sitting area below the entrance bridge? Well, it's actually one of the coolest spaces in the entire home, surrounded by waterfalls and illuminated at night, and just inside is a wine/cigar room with a television and seating.
I know what you're thinking. Arvin, how the hell did we get down here? You see, there are 2 sets of stairs going down, and they go to different places. Because this property is terraced down, there's a little pocket up front over the bridge. When you walk, there's a little cavity. There's a separate basement over there, and then there's a front basement on the view side with 2 different entrances. Now, this basement was amazing. Why? Because it's separate. You see, it's a separate nook, separate entrance for different purposes. This is a perfect cigar lounge and a wine cellar. It's cozy. You remember the other property? He made it look like a freaking glass house. It just didn't make any sense. This has an area where you can wine taste. You have a little balcony, zen area. You can go smoke some cigars. Like completely a separate section with separate entrance. Absolutely amazing. Loved it.
But now we save the best parts for last. A Michael Jordan themed basketball court with a putting mat and an insane outdoor fireplace with TV setup. You could have the Laker game on while shooting some hoops or trying to sink some putts. This entire space is remarkable, and the way it's propped up into the hillside as an extension of the home is really impressive.
Okay, let's talk about the lower terrace, and then I'm going to give it an Arvin score. The lower terrace reminds me of that property I critiqued a long time ago that went to auction and it didn't sell, that the swimming pool was sticking out like a, plate that, the garçon was offering the whole valley. Except this valley is very different than the other one. This valley on the other side, almost all the homes look out the other way. There's almost not a single home looking on this side. So it's actually very, very private. And this property sticks out. So the homes around you are also mostly behind you. So it actually has a lot of privacy. But if Ramtin was a consulting client, I would have gone against the basketball court because it's just not what the ultra wealthy are playing. Part of my inner circle and platinum partners and private advisory, I get access to so many different cities and I understand what trends are coming in, which trends are moving from what city to what city, and what works in another neighborhood, another country could work over here. Now, let's give it an Arvin score. Location, good part of Beverly Hills post office. I'm going to give it a 7.5. Lot quality, it's almost identical to the lot next door, slightly better because it sticks out. So you have less homes looking in, they have a harder angle. I'm still going to give it a 7.5. Lot utilization, you don't have the frontage that the other property had. I'm going to give it a 7. Privacy, very, very private home. I'm going to give it a 9. Lot orientation, you're east facing. I'm going to give it a 7. Architectural style, it's still the same white box, okay? But better facade, better clad, better material, less fake stuff. I'm going to give it a 7. Views, it's slightly worse than the house next door because that ridge just cuts in on this house a little bit more. If that one was an 8, this is a 7.5. Layout, this was a huge improvement compared to the house next door, and I'm not surprised why it sold before it even came on the market. Layout talks. This ground level was even better than the last one. The upper floor made more sense even though it had less bedroom. The basement was significantly better. I'm going to give it a 9. Scale and volume, slightly better ceiling height on the basement. I'm going to give it a 7.5. Finishes, slightly better than the last one. Less fake stuff. Better finishes, but still not bespoke level. I've seen the same type of finishes in homes worth $7-8 million. I'm going to give it a 7. Here's the Arvin score. Here's a property that I actually really like. And here's the code for the Platinum Partners. If you're a developer and you want to have a window to other neighborhoods, other cities all around the world, and consulting for 3 different properties during the 12-month period, I would love to help you. I will help you dominate your local market. That's a promise. The link is in the description. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.